Back to our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, tonight, also reporting from sources about a possible breakdown by Louisiana's Department of Child Services, DCFS.
This deals with the siblings of that little 5-year-old who died of apparent starvation. Nakamoto's sources telling him DCFS had several tips about this family before that child died. Chris.
That's right, Liz and Greg. Those sources tell me adults at the school where the siblings attended had filed several complaints with the state, worried about how the kids showed up for school. Tonight, a longtime employee at DCFS is demanding accountability, starting with that very agency tasked with protecting children. Would a site visit by the Department of Children and Family Services at this house of squalor have saved a 5-year-old's life? A longtime DCFS employee who wanted to stay anonymous says what happened in Ascension Parish was inexcusable.
I believe it was 100% preventable, yes.
Tonight, we've learned from sources at the Ascension Parish school system at least 3 different complaints were filed with the state involving other children who lived at this same house. It's the house where 5-year-old Marley Perilou died last month of apparent starvation, weighing just 19 pounds. His parents this week charged with murder. The I-team learned the complaints filed from the school where Marley's siblings attended were around their appearance, how unkempt they looked, and their hygiene.
I'm about to tell you, from that situation is basically that the system failed.
This all came to light on New Year's Day. Within 24 hours of the child dying, the parents were both arrested. One of the colonels at the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office told us at that time this case haunted him.
This is probably the worst case of child neglect I've seen in my 34 years of law enforcement.
At the Capitol last month, lawmakers addressed this situation, demanding answers over how there was no notification of the child's death made by the state to the necessary parties, like the lawmakers who represent that area.
Do you feel like the system failed?
Absolutely. It absolutely failed. It failed in multiple areas, and I am going to keep digging. I know that it's still an ongoing investigation, but I will continue to dig to find out why it failed and who is actually responsible for this failure.
Those sentiments are echoed by a DCFS employee who says time and time again those who are the most vulnerable in our state are not protected by a safety net that is supposed to exist. In this case, this worker says the 3 complaints by the school should have triggered a site visit to the house, which would have likely discovered a 19-pound 5-year-old living in squalor.
You have one thing to do your job, secure the kids of the state of Louisiana.
Now, late this afternoon, about an hour ago, the Secretary of DCFS did confirm to me that the state received 3 reports about the siblings of the child who died. No site visit was made to the house because the complaints didn't rise to the level of triggering a visit. A review of their policies is now underway. For the WAFB team, I'm Chris Nakamoto. Greg, Liz.
Thank you for shining light on that one, Chris. We appreciate it.